Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey and Lord. I mean, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? What you want me to say? Because clearly it is let's be stupid Gwen Stacy week. First, we had a teaser of Gwen Stacy returning. Then we got an announcement that not only is the original Gwen Stacy returning, he's also going to become Dark Gwenpool with the return of Gwenpool, who is a variant cover of Gwen Stacy if she was Deadpool. Now we get the announcement that Gwen Stacy will be showing up in the next season of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but not as just Gwen Stacy. She's going to show up as Spider-Gwen. This is supposed to be a year one storyline. Why the fuck is this bitch in the series? And especially if she's not his girlfriend. Look, ever since y'all introduced this variant version of Gwen Stacy, I've been trying to make any other appearance of Gwen Stacy not a regular character. Look, tired of it. You did the same crap with Ultimate Spider-Man. You did the same crap with Marvel Spider-Man on Disney XD. Both of these shows were on Disney XD where they had Gwen Stacy taking up the mantle of Spider-Gwen all of a sudden. And at least with Ultimate Spider-Man, that was alternate reality version of Gwen Stacy. After she lost Peter Parker, she never had any powers, but developed a suit that makes his powers after Miles and his family transitioned to the main continuity of the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. Then you have Marvel Spider-Man, where she goes to school with Peter Parker at a school called Labs. And when I tell you every Spider character is there, so we're talking about Spider-Man Miles Morales, we're talking about Anya Lorez, we're talking about I think it's Jessica Drew. I forget. We're talking about Silk. Any character that has become a spider in the main continuity or alternate reality version has showed up as a spider because they had a Spider Island event where everybody in New York got Spider-Man powers, and some kids were able to keep their powers after the events and became new Spider characters as well. And this is after Spider-Man's second year of being Spider-Man, and this is the same thing with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. He only had a year one, and now halfway in his year one, here comes Gwen Stacy, but she's also Spider-Gwen because that's what I want to see. That is exactly what the hell I want to see. Come on now, come on. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the crap. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Like this is getting downright retarded. Okay, so let's see what they're saying. So now that the season one has premiered this week, Marvel Studios is already looking ahead at season two with an early glimpse of Gwen Stacy and her alter ego Spider-Gwen as they appear in the show, courteous of showrunner Jeff Tremlin. Gwen Stacy addition to the cast will mark some interesting developments for the character, as well as in the show. In the comic, Gwen Stacy was Peter Parker's first true love, but she died tragically in a fight with the Green Goblin back in 1973. Then in 2014, a new version of Gwen Stacy from alternate reality in the multiverse was introduced as Spider-Gwen, or as most often known in universe, Spider-Woman, or more recently, Ghost Spider. No, we don't call her Spider. We don't call her Ghost Spider. um what's interesting about Your Friendly Neighborhood version is that it appears that she will be from the same reality, um which is a core narrative takes place rather than another world in the multiverse, but she'll still be getting powers. While the original Gwen has died since 1973, despite the few fake outs, she's actually about to be resurrected as the in the core Marvel universe as Dark Gwenpool, a violent Deadpool-esque mercenary with Weapon X powers. Oh, oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ, Lord! Like, I mean, come on now, this is just downright lazy at this point. Like, this isn't even good, and I'd be upset if Miles showed up this early too. So before anybody be like, because I do defend Miles Morales, no, there's a time and a place for that. And I thought in Marvel Spider-Man on XD, I thought it was too early to introduce half the characters that they introduced. Like, I don't want, it's already bad enough we're doing this high school year one bullshit all over again. But then you take characters who haven't even who won't show up in Peter's life until he's a grown ass man. Y'all are literally aging these characters down to be introduced into a world where Peter's a teenager still. So half the connections of these characters don't even make any sense, especially in Your Friendly Neighborhood, Your Neighborhood Spider-Man. Half of these characters were just recently created, and you dump their asses in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Like, it doesn't make the sense I gave. Now, if you want to do something like that, then you need to do something like how Marvel Spider-Man set up, where okay, this Peter Parker's been doing Spider-Man for at least 8 years, right? And he's a grown ass man. So when Miles did get bite, it didn't feel like, oh, we're adding this in here just because. We're adding it in here because you have a Spider-Man who is older, who's well known, who's well established, and now you have somebody he can teach and be his protege to. So that makes a little bit more sense because they put years on it. This is Spider-Man's year one. And again, I don't want to see a Gwen Stacy with powers. I really don't. I don't want to see her as Spider-Gwen. I think it's a dumb idea, honestly. It was novel for the time, but honestly, when you're bringing Gwen Stacy into a Peter Parker story, if she's not from alternate reality, and when I mean alternate reality, I mean she has to be from alternate reality, and Peter Parker has already lost his Gwen Stacy. If you haven't set up that, then Spider Gwen should never exist. Honestly, every unique time they try to do this, it is terrible. Stop trying to make fetch happen, Gretchen. It's never going to happen. Stop Spider Gwen a thing. It's never going to happen. Stop it. Leave it alone. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Spider-Gwen is per se a bad character, but Marvel done relaunched this character's title several times. They've been trying to shove her in every Spider-Man animated thing since her inception. They whole show where it was a whole bunch of her and female characters teaming up. Why did you need Spider-Gwen for that? You didn't need Spider-Gwen for that. You already had Stank Miss Marvel. You did it with Marvel Spider-Man. You did it with Ultimate Spider-Man. I think in season 5 or season 6, season 4, I believe, because I think Ultimate Spider-Man lasts about 5 seasons. I believe. Then you did it with the Spider-Man movies. Then you created a children's show called Spidey and Friends. And then there was I think some people said that Insomniac was working on Spider-Gwen's video game. Like, enough. And then she's also starring in the new TVA comic book as well. Like, enough. This is downright fucking lazy and annoying. I don't want to hear that it's from an alternate reality. I don't want to hear that they're trying something new. Gwen Stacy needs to be the first love of Spider-Man's life, Peter Parker's life, and she should die tragically by Green Goblin. And then you introduce Mary Jane Watson. I don't want to see Gwen Stacy in the world of Spider-Man when he's year one, and and I bet you she's gonna be better at her powers than Peter. She's gonna be the one to school him instead or whatever, or she might not even be that interested in him at all. Like, she probably think that he's beneath her because she's better. And don't sit up here and say no, they wouldn't dare. Yes, they would. Yes, the hell they would. They've been doing it. They've been doing this whole season anyway, undermining him. He's just so perfect or whatever. But everybody else are the ones that are flawed or whatever, and he needs to know his place as a white boy. And like you can see it throughout the show. You can see it. You can see it. You really think that they're not gonna have Gwen Stacy kind of belittle him or whatever? And then she was like, how the hell did aren't you so good at your powers yet or whatever? And then she was like, well, I've had practice or whatever. Oh, okay, all right. And she built her spider suit by herself. She built her web shooter. She built some technology or whatever and something like that. So it is what it is. Now the unique thing, if you really wanted to do something, then she follows the main continuity Gwen Stacy thing a little bit, where she still get killed by the Green Goblin. Could you imagine the death of Spider-Gwen? Oh, that would be amazing. But they don't have the balls to do that, especially not in this show anyway, which they should, because they'll make it a little bit more interesting, and then I can accept this a little bit more. But I'm just saying, like, as a person who is just annoyed with the dumb nonsense. Like this has got to be stupidity on stupidity. But hey, it is. Y'all have at it. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And honestly, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everybody.